Hi, this is Jamie Flinchbaugh here with Andy Carlino of the Lean Learning Center, and this continues our video series. Today we want to talk about culture, and culture is a big part of Lean. We've been pushing culture development since we founded the center, and really talk a lot about culture as a set of common norms, behaviors, principles that exist in the organization. But we don't talk a lot about the difference between accidental culture and planned culture. So just to get us started, what is an accidental culture?
Well, simply accidental culture is when an organization espouses or practices a set of experiences that establishes a set of beliefs in the organization that certainly aren't beliefs that they would probably like to establish, but because they put those experiences in place, they are established. For example, this may be a very simple example, but you have the sign on the parking lot for this space preserved for the plant manager. Well, that's an experience in the organization. The belief that it likely will build is, oh, the plant manager must be important than the rest of us because he gets a special parking space. That's probably not a belief that the organization wants to have in the organization, but unfortunately that experience does develop that belief. So accidentally those things are happening on a day-to-day basis. It's like if you bring up a problem and you're chastised for bringing up that problem, the likelihood is you won't bring it up again, and the belief is that I shouldn't surface problems. But point in fact, most organizations would like problems to be surfaced.
So I think the lesson there around accidental culture is that we need to be careful about what experiences we give people, because one way or the other, whatever our intentions, we are helping to create the culture. So then that brings us to planned culture, and what's that about?
Yeah, in a planned culture, an organization generally will have some kind of roadmap on what their vision might look like, a roadmap to achieving their vision. And then they have to recognize what experiences do I need to have to put in place in order for me to be able to achieve that particular vision. So it's really about planning. So many times we spend time with organizations working on how they plan out whatever the next event they might do or the next training session there might be, what the lean implementation might look like, and they never talk about planning their culture. It's just shocking to me how little time organizations actually think about what they should be and how they're going to get there from a cultural perspective.
So the lesson there being that while we want to develop a common set of principles and behaviors, the experiences are what drive that. So we need to be very purposeful in what experiences we create to give people the right beliefs and the right behaviors that we're looking for in the organization.
Yeah, I think it has to be a conscious effort. I mean, it's not one of those things that come subconsciously, that come automatically. It has to be a conscious effort, and it really starts with first recognizing when you have provided an experience that probably isn't going to develop the type of belief that you would like. And if you at least recognize that, that's the first step toward really having a design culture versus an accidental culture.
Great. So, be careful of those experiences you create for people. The ones that you don't pay attention to are creating an accidental culture. But you also need to think very purposefully about what experiences you give people to build the right principles, behaviors, and culture in your organization. So this is Jamie Flinchbaugh with Andy Carlino from the Lean Learning Center. We hope you come back and visit us again. Thank you.